الترمذي بسند حسن تعالى عنه جاء إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وأتاه ب1000 دينار ذهب فنثرها في حجره، فقال عبد الرحمن بن سمرة: رأيت النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقلبها ويقول: ما ضر عثمان ما عمل بعد اليوم، ما ضر عثمان ما عمل بعد اليوم مرتين. Today's hadith is in the collection of Imam al-Tirmidhi, and it's a very unique hadith and beautiful hadith, and there's a very long pretext before this hadith. And I encourage you to watch the seerah that Sheikh Adnan has given multiple times in this city live, and it's all recorded, because this hadith is part of the Battle of Tabuk, or the campaign of Tabuk. So one of the Sahaba is saying, I saw Uthman ibn Affan come to the Prophet ﷺ with 1,000 dinars in gold. So if you I've done the math, it's almost $1 million. I've done the math. It's this much. He brought it to the Prophet ﷺ, and he sprinkled it فَنَثَرَهَا in front of him, in his lap. So the Prophet ﷺ looked at it, and he was, turning it and looking at it. It's, you can only imagine how sparkly, and it looking this much at this much gold. And the Prophet ﷺ said that from now on, nothing will harm Uthman in terms of no bad deed will harm him, because he has secured he doesn't say that, but this is what it means. He has secured his position in the satisfaction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and satisfaction of his Prophet. This hadith is a part of the story of Tabuk and the campaign of Tabuk. And it's about taking the initiative. It's about seeing the opportunity and just taking it on that spot. And Sayyidina Uthman was very, very good at it. And he did this because he heard the Prophet ﷺ saying, "Man yujahiz jaysh al-usrati walahu al-jannah," that who would finance this campaign, the army of distress, the army of difficulty, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant him Jannah. So Sayyidina Uthman saw this, and he found an opportunity. He can afford it, and he found the opportunity actually to take this opportunity. This comes a little bit of a backstory of this hadith. So the Prophet ﷺ had multiple campaigns and multiple battles. This one was unique in every single aspect. So the Tawbah is all about it. It was at the year 9th of Hijrah. It was hot. It's a season of drought. And the Prophet ﷺ, through his intelligence, he heard that the Romans were gathering an army. So he takes the initiative. So the whole battle is about taking the initiative. So he took the initiative to go and meet them and show them that this matter is not domestic. This matter will become global. This is one of the wisdoms of it. Usually the Prophet ﷺ, I don't want to give you the whole story. You can listen to it. Sheikh Adnan does a great job actually telling the story, but the background story is beautiful. Usually the Prophet ﷺ, in every battle, he would not, so to speak, show his cards. He would say, he might go east, but he's planning to go west. Because it's good to have the factor of surprise, and it's good to don't just expose all your plans. In this one, no, he was very transparent with the Sahaba. He said, we're going to go to Tabuk. Tabuk is 700 kilometers to the north. It's a new charted territory. For them, it's not something that they've been to. All the battles were close by Medina. This one is 700 kilometers, far, far to the north. Drought. It's a very bad year. Wasn't comfortable. People are just, and the crops are just sprouting now, and now they're looking forward to actually to harvest. And the Prophet ﷺ goes like, no, we're all going to move, all of us, total war. We're going to move to the north. And he said, I need everyone to put their wealth, to put their selves, and to put their efforts, and to invest their time in it. And the story is long. You can read it. And so the army that was built out at that time was called Jaysh al-Usra. And Sayyidina Uthman took the opportunity actually to finance that. He had the means and he took that opportunity. So it's, and Sayyidina Uthman has done it before actually. He's done it in a different way. There's a well that actually, that the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, whoever buys it, because they used to sell the water to people, and they would charge. So he just bought it, made it waqf, and he allowed everyone to drink out of it for free. So Sayyidina Uthman had this. Now there's another aspect of this hadith. This hadith is always mentioned in terms when people collect money for donations and all that. This hadith, this very hadith. And I would like to disagree with mentioning this hadith too much. I think this hadith should be used in its right time. Because this was Jaysh al-Usra, when the Prophet ﷺ asked for donations. This was the time when he was building an army out of nothing. So imagine how serious it was for him to actually say, okay, we're all going to put our money. People brought dates, people brought nothing. They only have like a couple of dates, and they put it to finance this army. So sometimes I hear this hadith being used like casually, oh yeah, let's build that, let's do this, and they mentioned this. The Prophet ﷺ was not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not send him to collect money. This is not his job to do that. It's your job to give it, but the Prophet ﷺ is not his job to collect. He didn't need any of that. The financial aspect is used really when it's really needed, and that was the time when he really needed it. And so the Prophet opened the door. He said, I need everything. Everyone, I want to participate with their wealth and with themselves. I hope this was a benefit. يروي الإمام الترمذي بسند الحسن في جامعه عن عبد الرحمن بن سمرة رضي الله تعالى عنه وارضاه قال رأيت عثمان بن عفان رضي الله تعالى عنه يأتي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ب1000 دينار ذهب، أو قال في كتاب في موضع آخر من كتابه في كمه، فنثرها في حجره. ثم قال عبد الرحمن بن سامرة فرأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقلبها في حجره ويقول ما ضر عثمان ما عمل بعد اليوم، يرددها مرتين. صدق رسول الله. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Couple of minutes for sunnah, and there will be qiyam inshallah tonight, 4 rak'at and witr, and then dua. So please participate and encourage the brothers. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.